So, what do we think about a news anchor, news anchor person, that they speak something having to do with if it's local news, for example? So, they could say something about the local news when they're sitting inside of a studio. They could say something happened at a location in there is their local area, for example, the city of Las Vegas. It could be that they will say uh, somebody was there. They could have an interview by another news reporting from somebody else, but the news anchor at the desk stays at the desk inside of a studio. So there is something called a teleprompter, but I am a journalism student and I did not succeed in transition between student and working in a mass communications, mass media company. I have done some short term investigation as to how much work can I do for journalism. But I find that if there is somebody sitting in the studio reading from a teleprompter, that I don't have time and space correctly between what the news anchor person says when they're sitting at the desk reading from a teleprompter, who wrote the teleprompter's text, and then when it's broadcast, who even knows what people see on their TV? Because the money isn't true between the person who reads the teleprompter and who wrote the teleprompter. That's not done on camera. You don't see somebody writing the teleprompter on camera. You see somebody either reading a teleprompter or they're just speaking. When I was younger, before I knew what a teleprompter was, then I thought, yeah, they just speak. That's what they look like, is that they just speak. People on TV just speak, and I don't know how they do it. So I guess I'm highly educated, is how I find out about a teleprompter. But I am highly educated does not find the money. I don't find the money. And how could somebody in a studio have a steady job there if you don't have the money because you didn't write what was on the teleprompter? How can you be the same news anchor person uh, introduced by a local news show every night or every show? You don't have the money because you didn't write the teleprompter. So how do we get out of this education because you owe me money? You owe me that I went to school and that you left. You didn't need that I was so highly educated. So let's say there's no teleprompter because you didn't write the teleprompter and you can't. If it's a 30-minute time slot and there's some commercial breaks, so minutes of break from the show, the news anchor person, uh, they are not able to write all the different stories that are in the teleprompter. That's not written by just one person. Wouldn't that be a whole team of people who have to do a lot of work all day and they can't get all the material? Yeah, but you don't admit that. I'm still educated. You still tell me everybody works 8 hours a day or more. Yep, they work and work and work to get everything done that you see in public. Yes, you watch grass grow before you mow it. So, what would you like to know about these cookies that smell like maple syrup?